Good morning, good
Hi.
morning, or good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning in from.
Yes.
Good
Happy Wednesday, the
evening.
best part. Yes. Thank you, Lydia from Sweden. Coach Agnes from Canada and Sis Tess from again Vancouver. The most desirable place on earth for me is where Coach Agnes and Tess is. And Lydia, I want to go to Sweden someday. My name is Pinky Carpizo, and we are tuning in the best day of the week for our online business because today we are going to have our training, free training for our business owners. And 149 led us to a top notch training to be able to run a productive online business professionally and crafted and from experts, done by experts. So it's not good enough to just get by paycheck to paycheck. I feel that's a very painful thing to do. And it's not good enough to trade money for family time, for your health, and for what life can give. You know, with what disaster has happened in the world, like the pandemic, like LA, it just gives us a sense of what is really important in life. True enough, money is very important. But yesterday I was gonna go live, but my kids were here. I saw witness my grandson's first walk. The walk, and then my sister-in-law who barely came in from San Diego, and I said, if I was working, I won't be able to serve the food they and see and laugh with them. So it makes me teary because I am so blessed to stop working as a full-time nurse to be per diem. So I feel for those who wants to have a better life, who wants to be rich, who wants to retire early, and who wants to capitalize on something to make you not a good enough paycheck to paycheck life, then listen up, because as a 59-year-old this March, I want to share it with you because it does deliver results. So again, Pinky Carpizo, a registered nurse for 36 years. I grew up in the Philippines. I came here when I was 22, and I still look for something to make my life better because paycheck to paycheck is not good. It feels like, what am I doing? I work every day and it's not enough. So I found something that made my dreams come true. So mother to four adult children, 32 to 23, a grandmother to three and a year old this February, a wife to Ray, and a devoted daughter to my mom. So I want to turn it into Lydia. Thank you for tuning in and joining us this Saturday. I mean, not Saturday. I do Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, but with Wednesday podcast. Great day. Thank you.
Yeah, I know I'm ahead of time, but it's still Wednesday. Oh, thank you so much, Coach Pinky, and thank you, Tess and Coach Agnes. So it's a pleasure once again to be with you guys. So my name is Lydia, and I'm originally from Nigeria, but I've been living in Stockholm, Sweden for 16 years. I work in healthcare as a dementia specialist, and I also run my business. For the past 9 months now, I joined this community because I wanted time with my kids. I want to plan better for my future. I'm 44 and I want to go in early pension when I'm 50. I have to say that it has to be no more, not nothing more than 50 years. I want to stop. I want to have my time because life is short. You will never really know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Because I had a good life. I thought I planned my life well, everything was going well, but that changed in just one decision that was made by one person, and my whole life changed. So I had to rebuild my life all over again. And I needed income, and then it got me to think about different ways, the importance of having extra stream of incomes. And that was how I searched, and God brought me to this amazing community. So I'm happy and I'm thankful that I'm here today. So any one of you watching and you want to have, is important. If you don't have extra stream of income, you have to. You have to. The paycheck to paycheck life is not going to take us anywhere. You can lose that job anytime, any moment. So please be wise and make the decision. Don't wait before it's too late. So thank you, and I will pass it on to Coach Agnes.
Thank you, Lydia. Yeah, so my name is Agnes. I'm based in Vancouver, Canada. Before I started this business, I was in corporate purchasing for a promotional apparel company. Um, I was there for, over 21 years, pretty much my entire adult career, right? So, as I started off, at a very low basic position, and then I worked my way up, just like everybody strives to, right? So as I worked up the ladder, my hours got longer, the stress level got higher, but I wasn't getting happier, right? Yes, even though, the pay was increasing with the promotions, but um, I wasn't getting happier at my position. I was actually the opposite. I was actually dreading going to work year after year, right? So just like Coach Pinky said, money isn't everything. And sure, money is great. I love money. Money does help with a lot of things, but there are, more important things than just strictly looking at money, right? So when I started this business, I was looking for something. I didn't know what I was looking at. I was looking for a side, something to do on the side, or even completely, changing careers or something, right?
Papa,
I just didn't know what I was looking
Papa,
for.
stop using
But
your
then,
internet for some.
but then, yeah. So there was a day where my mom got sick, and it was sudden. It was very sudden. Nobody knew about it, and she was rushed to the hospital. We were told that she might make it past the night. So that was the most devastating day of my life at that time. And that was the day that I decided that I needed to do something different because my mom wasn't that old yet. And I needed to do something different. I couldn't, stay in a job where I dread going in every day. And the paycheck, I, I was comfortable, right? But it wasn't making me rich, right? So I was able to save a bit, but not enough to be able to retire early. Um, So what I really wanted to do was to be able to retire early, comfortably, right? So I didn't want to live off of my, government pension, which is basically nothing in Canada, right? And living in Vancouver is very, very expensive, and it's just getting more and more expensive, right? So after all the bills and everything, and my husband and I love to travel too. We actually travel back to his home country in Ireland, where all his family is every year. And after that expense and all the other expenses, uh, there's nothing left, right? There is literally nothing left if you live in Vancouver. Um, so yeah, that's when I started looking for something different, right? And this business happened to, um, fall into my lap, and I was very, very skeptical, and I was very, very hesitant because it was a online business, which means I had to, put myself out there in the world, and that was something I was not comfortable with, right? So it actually took me 2 years to get that courage to, um, to step out and start this business. And the funny thing is, I never stopped thinking about this business. It was always in the back of my mind, and I would always think about it, once in a while. And, that's when I knew that, I had to do something with this business. There's a reason why I keep thinking about it, right? So, 2 years after finding this business, I actually started. And what I really wished was that I started when I found this business. I basically wasted 2 years. I could have been spending that time with my parents, and spending that time with my families, and spending the time doing the things that I actually want to do, right? But you know what? It's never too late. If this is you, if you're looking for something different, if you're looking for a change, if you don't want to be doing that 9 to 5 until your retirement age at 65 or 70, start looking for something else, something on the side. Even, keep your full-time job. That's what I did, right? And I was fortunate enough to be able to quit my job, you know, within a year of starting my business because it replaced my income. And this could be you too, right? So if you're looking for that early retirement, that extra money to do the things you want, but you know what? The most important thing to me is actually time. So time, uh, take control back of my time, do the things I want, be with, the people that I want. Just like Coach Pinky, she was able to, spend time with her family over the day because everybody just happened to spontaneously come, right? It, it's those it's those days that you want to look forward to, right? You want to be able to be there and be present with everybody and, um, build those memories, right? Like, I'm sure Coach Pinky will be talking about and her family will be talking about that day for years, right? So it's just the small things. So if this is you, check this out. It's free, it's risk-free. Um, there's no obligation on your side. Just give it a try, right? So that's it for me. I'll pass it to you, Tess. You're on mute.
System going. Thank you, Agnes. It's Taz here. I am from the Philippines originally, and now I choose to become a Canadian. And I am already a retired licensed practical nurse. I used to have two jobs, and I was very happy with that. I was just, I was just counting money every 15 days, and I had money to send to the Philippines and pay for my bills. I was just comfortable with that. Came the pandemic, I lost one of my job. I was not able to, to keep it because I was not allowed. And so what I did was staying longer hours in my full-time career, and until it was already draining physically, mentally, and emotionally. And so I thought I should be looking for a side hustle that I could bring towards my retirement, because at that time I was already in the brink of retirement and I didn't have any savings. And so this business came through a colleague of mine. And although I was, very scared, I was very ignorant regarding the online space, I took it anyways. I took the leap of faith. And that leap took me to where I am today. This business, I am still doing it while I am in my retirement, and it's doing me good. You know, when you retire, it doesn't mean to say that everything is done, everything is finished. For me, this is just the beginning of my life, because I am learning everything here. I am living my life, and this business does not give money only. It does not just topping up my pension, which is not really enough, as Agnes has said. It's not really enough. I am telling you that, most especially if you are an immigrant, it is just enough, just to pay your bills, but it is not enough to have a comfortable living. When you retire, you have to stay comfortable living because you have worked all your life. And I am glad that God put me into this business. Although I was ignorant, I did not know what the outcome will be, but that leap that I took has brought me to where I am today, and I am so glad. You know, if I did not take the leap of faith, I am still working today. And with my pain and my aches, if you are a nurse, your shoulder, your back, and your feet, that kills you. And you have to go back and forth to work because you need to pay your bills, right? And I am so glad that I am here. I was able to leave my career a little earlier, because then, for us, we have, a governing body where you have to reach a certain age where you cannot work anymore, as with your profession. They will not renew your license anymore. And I am so glad I didn't have to reach that stage for the college to tell me, oh, you cannot work anymore. We are not going to renew your license. And if you are someone who is near your retirement, or if you are someone who wants to retire early, this is the best time for you to start, because you have to finance your business. When I was working, I was, because you have to put money into your business too, right? So what I did is, when I set up the business, it was hard, because I was very ignorant with the digital space. But thank God that once you come into this business, you are provided with a mentor and a coach who will always be there to teach you how to. But if they are not available, there's a community to help you. And so, when my business was already set up, I was just monitoring it. So at work, I can just, on my break, I can just, check my cell phone and look at the business, what's going on with my business. So that is what I did until I saw results. And I have seen the full potential of this business. I decided to leave my nursing career. I was very happy. I have something to lean on, and here I am today. I am enjoying my golden years, really enjoying my golden years. I am so glad that I wake up in the morning and doing Zooms like this. And, it's not, I don't become stagnant here. I am learning every day, knowledge keeps pouring. And, I had a coworker who said, when you retire, you don't just sit in a rocking chair and wait to die. So, if you're someone who really want life, start today. And that's it for me. Start living life today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, ladies. Today, actually, it's another day for us to network with you and share this business because, as I've said, this business is just sharing. So, instinct is a big factor, as Coach Agnes is saying, because this is not to ignite fear, because, like, this is for everybody, not just nurses, not just corporate, but I've heard about artificial intelligence that some employees are given a information that in a year it's gonna transition to AI. So do not wait for something like that to happen because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And now people who are doing remote will go back to the office, and a lot of them have families that they enjoy those time and able to make income. So if you are instinctually knowing something is gonna happen in the next 3 to 6 or 1 year, why not do something? Because you can do this business on top of your job. If for those people saying I have to work because I have to build social security, well, you can build social security time with this online business because it's legitimate. So as I've said, I am an immigrant from the Philippines. I would say United States, from the Philippines. And when I left my family after my father's death, I had this big dream to help people. So this business is really helping people and looking deep inside you. What do you want? What do you really want to make out of your life? I am fortunate, even when I was 56, I was able to see this business. How I wish I saw it when I was 30. Life wasn't easy. Grinding two jobs to be able to give the best for your family is because you don't have any other way except work as a nurse. We always have this instinctual knowing that an entrepreneur can make us get tax write-off, extra income, multiple stream. There's no time, but it is more of what you want. It is the mentality that say, can I do something other than nursing? So I am not fearful that I am on vacation in nursing, because I feel chest pressure when I work hard, long hours now, which I did not feel 6 months ago. I feel back pain, which I didn't feel 6 months ago. So how much more when I turn 59 and 60 if I keep grinding the way I do? So instinctually, I took my judgments and says, hey, you want to see your grandchildren at least the next 10 or 20 years, then do something. You want to see the milestones that you already have missed. And your children says, I wish you were there with our sports game. That's the most painful thing, when you knew you gave 100%. There's still not going to be enough that your children will appreciate. I mean, they appreciate, like, they came out very good children, but you never know if it was not you being handsome. What's going to happen if you grind and make so much money? Let's say you're all going on 5-figure every month to pay bills. What did you even see how the kids ate dinner? So really instinctually looking deep into your heart, because this business is not hard to run. You could do it with your job until it replaces your income. So my pain point from struggling how to make it in the United States made me more reiterate, what if I can't do nursing? So instinctually, I was right. At age 56, I thought that. At age 59, I feel it. So I thank God for this business because it's legitimate. I could pay taxes with it. I could combine it with my income as a nurse. And then I could benefit from the tax write-off. So 3 years into the business with tax write-off, I was able to generate, not to brag, 6-figure income with this business. Who can appreciate additional income other than breaking your back every year? Plus, the sky is the limit in this business. So instinctually, take the leap of faith. A free webinar really changed my life, and I offer it to you because it's gonna change not just mind, body, and your soul. So I invite you, www.thinkycorpiso.com, and whoever resonates with you, just take the leap of faith. Instinctually, things will change in the next 11 months. So I feel it in my brain. I have a sixth sense. Okay. God bless. Thank you, Lydia.
So yeah, we've said so much, guys. So like we're talking about, sometimes people are saying, oh, is the business hard? Am I going to be able to do it? Like, we all can do it. It's just about you finding the proper time, because I know we do, even when you do your 9 to 5, you still have the time to go through your mobile phone. Most of us, we just spend hours and hours scrolling, just scrolling down and then wasting our time. That is the time that you can use to do something for yourself. Before, I used to spend so much money on iPhone, and now I spend money on the iPhone because I know the iPhone is doing the work because that's what I use. I don't just use it as a fancy phone anymore. I use it as an office. I all my files, everything, my information, my job, my business, I run it through my phone because it's not everywhere I can go with my laptop. So you have the time. The business is flexible. You don't have to be in a particular place to do something. I'm having my life right now. I'm making dinners. My kids are beside me. So it's a business that is meant for everyone. And then I keep asking, like, sometimes I ask, like, if you were to make the same money or get the same income that you're having right now in your job, will you continue to do that job, or will you leave that job and, like, no, I'm going to go do something else? Because we find ourselves in jobs that we are not really passionate about. It's just because we want to make ends meet. But this is a business that you can grow as a person. You get to help other people. You get to do it beside you, your family, and it's most importantly, it's the business that you can also leave as a legacy to your children. As foreigner, we came because we wanted greener pasture. We wanted our kids to have a better life. So this is something, a business that you can build, and then you give your children that stepping stone in life, that if something is not working in Sweden, I know my kids don't have to migrate to another country because they're looking for a greener pasture. Because their mom has a business that is running, they can take over the business. They can decide to live wherever they want to live on earth. So that's the beautiful thing about this business. So as immigrant mom, and I know how hard it is for us, but we can make it. And things are so expensive. My money used to be enough for, so my paycheck used to be enough for so many things, but now it's not enough for anything. So we need something, but most importantly, you need something that will not take you away from your kids. The world is getting more dangerous. Our kids need us to be there with them, to guide them. If you don't have the time to be present for your kids, someone else is going to be diluting their minds with things that are not supposed to be. So it's our God given responsibility to be there for our kids, to take care of our kids, and this is something that we can give you that. So my name is Lydia, and I live in Stockholm, Sweden. My website is here, lydiaobot.com. So if you resonate with me and or any one of us on this platform as mothers, as immigrants, so this is the place for you to be, and you're welcome to contact us anytime you want. So thank you, and I'll hand it over to Agnes.
Thanks, Lydia. Yeah, so you know what? Um, everything that we're all saying here is, we did enjoy our life at one point, but then as we, got older, things changed, families got bigger. Um, what we had that was working wasn't working anymore, right? So if this is you, you've been doing the same thing year after year, but your circumstances have actually changed. Either, your family got bigger, your family got older, your dreams changed, your dreams got bigger, whatever it is, whatever you were doing in the past, and if it's not working for you now is the time to do something different, right? I'm not saying you have to quit your job. I'm not saying that, you have to go look for a second job. Um, but just look at something different, right? The good thing about online is the automation. So when you are running a online business that's automated, it doesn't require all the time that it takes to be at a physical, maybe second job or something. So this is why we can all do it while we were, still working our full-time jobs because of the automation. And this is why, so many people are starting to start online businesses and start earning online because it's possible, right? So say, for example, if you went to a second job, you might be working 4-hour shift, right? But you also have to commute to get to the job and commute back home, right? With an online business, you can run it anywhere, right? If you want, you can, run it on your lunch break at your full-time job. You can run it on your breaks. You can, run it from really anywhere. If you're, at your kid's soccer game or something, you can run your business from your phone, right? Just like Lydia said, she runs her entire business from her phone, right? And that's why it's possible for all of us to be earning online and generating extra income without having to physically be at another job, right? So if, this is something that you are interested in, you've been looking into it, or, you just want to find out more information, we do have a free, webinar every Tuesdays and Thursdays at, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And, just check it out. It's free. right? The webinar is free. You will get, to know about the online business industry. You will get to know about our business model. You will hear from real people, just telling you about what their journey's been so far. People who have been in it for years, people who have been in it for, months. Just you'll get to hear from a variety of people, every time new people come on, to, tell you their journey so far. So just watch it, right? It's just information, right? And honestly, it is worth your time and your while to check it out, because if you are happy working until you're 65, 70, and living off a minimal pension, even if you have a pension, right? Then fine. Continue doing what you're doing. But if you have, bigger dreams of wanting to spend more time with your family and friends, spend more time doing the things you want, spend more time traveling, like spending just having the lifestyle that you want, right? The comfortable lifestyle that you want. And you're not willing to look for a second job, look into this. You won't regret it. So, my website is trevorandagnes.com. Feel free. You can register your name and email. We'll send you a link to the free webinar. Check it out. And if you can't watch the live webinar, you can always watch a replay. We'll send you a link to the replay and you can watch that anytime. But trust me, this was the best decision that I could have ever made for myself and my families. So, oh, and I also wanted to give a shout out to my sister-in-law in Ireland. It's her birthday today. So happy birthday, Ellen. That's it for me. And now on to you, Tess.
Thank you, Agnes. So, if you're someone who is still enjoying two jobs at this very time, I am inviting you to check this business out, because, you don't have to wait for another calamity to come and realize that your two jobs does not, does not give you, a lifestyle that you and I have been dreaming of. So, it's about time to check this business out. Just come and check. This is not a money overnight, but we encourage you to just come, check this business out, learn the business, and then maybe you will decide to come inside and join this community. Because you just don't look at people, because it's business people. We all have different journeys. We might have been in this business for 10 years or 5 years, but we are not as successful as the person who is here only for 2 years. But then again, you don't know what you can do if you don't try. You don't know what this business is all about if you don't jump in. So we invite you to just come. This business is like a tourist spot that people have been telling you the goodness of it, but you don't know what it is really if you don't go there, right? So this is just the same thing, you guys. Don't stay scared, don't stay skeptical. You can always be, it's I think that's very natural. But beat those and come and check this business out. If I didn't check it, I wouldn't be here. I took the leap of faith. I didn't know what's gonna happen. I didn't know that. But then, when I was already here, then I saw what this business can give to me in my retirement. So if you are someone who is almost into your retirement, or if you are young, young is the best, the best stage to start this business. In this community, we have 23 years old who is already retired and earning money here. We also have 82 years old who is here and doing well. I didn't know that we have, a lady that is 82 years old in this business, but we do have, and she's doing fine. And age doesn't matter, you guys. This business does not discriminate anyone. It doesn't matter what stage of life you are in today. This business is just waving at you to come and check it out. So it's www.tersitalife.com, or so whichever website you can resonate with. We will help you understand this business and start watching the webinar, because it will tell you what this business is all about. And that webinar is not enough. There's lots and lots to learn about this business. So just come in, and we will welcome you inside this community. So that's all I can say. Come in, be curious, and take action. Thank you so much.
There we go, everybody. The whole world is watching. Take a leap of faith. Thank you very much, Coach Agnes, Lydia, Tess. Till next time. And today is another free webinar. So if you feel you won't be able to do it and you don't know what you're doing, we got your back. God bless everybody. We'll lead
Thank you,
in prayer.
everybody.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.